Alrighty, what's up everybody? Jonathan here with Boston Collectors, and in today's video, is it worth the price? Boba Fett. Finally, we have a Boba Fett from the book of Boba Fett. Although, mind you, we're gonna act like the quarter scale don't exist. Although technically that's also from the book of Boba Fett. But in the grand scheme of things, in the 1/6 scale world, this Boba Fett is in fact the first 1/6 scale Boba Fett from, guess what? The book of Boba Fett. So diving into it, the first thing we always check out is that price, right? At least I do. So he's set at $275. The NRD is also set for $27.50. The highest number of payments being up to a total of 4. And obviously, if you'd like to put that on a payment plan, don't forget to apply it before checkout. And obviously, you can always change those payment dates to whatever you see fit, and Bob's your uncle, whoever Bob is. Now, the expected to ship date is between July and December of 2023, being next year obviously, and that is actually on par with what Hot Toys have on their website. It can either release at the start of Q3 or somewhere until the end of Q4. Now, before we really start diving into the photos, let's go ahead and check out what's in the box. So we have a newly crafted Boba Fett helmet with the articulated rangefinder. We have specially applied distress effects on the armor, weapons, and accessories. Over 30 points of articulation. We also have 8 pieces of interchangeable gloved hands, including 1 pair of relaxed hands, 1 pair of hands for the gaffy stick, 1 pair of hands for the pistols, and last but not least, 1 pair of gesturing hands. Unfortunately, fists aren't included. I feel like they could have went ahead and slid that in the box. That's a little heartbreaking, but I wish they would go ahead and just add those fists, especially since it's from the previous version of Boba Fett that they announced for The Mandalorian. It wasn't that hard. Moving on. As for the costume, we have the Mandalorian armor and vest with distressed effects, 1 pair of brownish colored gauntlets with weathering effects, the grayish black colored undersuit. We also have the leather-like brown belt with the ammo and pistol holder, 1 pair of black colored boots with brown boot covers, and last but not least, as far as the costume go, 1 pair of yellow colored knee guards. As for the weapons, we have a gaffy stick, 1 blaster rifle, 1 blaster pistol, and 1 wired grappling hook. Moving on to the accessories, it's interesting that they didn't apply the wired grappling hook to the accessories, but I guess technically it's a weapon too? Yeah, I guess so. As for the accessories, we have the jetpack with the distressed effects, 1 pair of real-like thruster fire accessories, and that's attachable to the jetpack. We also have 1 flamethrower effect, which is attached to the gauntlet, and last but not least, a sand-themed figure stand with the Star Wars logo and character nameplate. Let's go ahead and let's check out what they did here. Now, unfortunately, they didn't add the portrait. I find that to be a little disheartening, especially since we finally have the definitive Boba Fett from his own series, and he did not come with a portrait. That wasn't mentioned down below. The price tag is set for $275, and we don't have a portrait. I'm going to say my thoughts. Let's go ahead and check out the photos first. Honestly, this figure is looking incredible. I love all of the colors. We have that brown, the green, orange, off of the black. We have some gold mixed in there. This is looking incredible. I also love the update to the rifle as well. And oh man, wow. It looked like the hose might be black as well. I just pulled out my last Boba Fett and that was clear, so it's great to see that even the hose on the gauntlet changed as well. I also really like that Kama style appearance to Boba Fett as well. They finally got rid of that sash. Really happy to see that. Yeah, this figure, man. I also really like the update to the holster as well. That doesn't look like the one that we received with previous Boba Fetts. The belt's looking good. The gaffy stick looked like it's got a slight upgrade from the robed Boba that we received. Again, we also have that sort of we have the undersuit kind of taking on the appearance of Jango a little bit there. The black sort of protruding over the armor, but it's cloth. We don't have that weird pleather that we have on Jango, so that's a plus. That'll give us a little more give in posing. Again, yep, it looked like the hose are black. The jetpack looks incredible though. I really like the look of that. We have some gold sort of on that rocket as well. It's matching the overall appearance of Boba. We have some gold in there. We have some browns, some blues, some greens obviously. That's looking really good. It's like bringing it all together. And we have that flame effect. I really like the look of this. Even though I don't use the flame effects, I really love the look of that. It looks good. Unfortunately, though, it looks as if the gaffy stick, and I'm not seeing it here, maybe the photographer edited that out, but the string that come equipped on the gaffy stick is very, very small. It's very dainty and flimsy. I'd like if they updated that. Again, this is looking all types of cool. And we have the Cad Bane teaser there as well. If you did not check out our Cad Bane Is It Worth It video, go ahead and check that out after this. Let us know your thoughts over there. And last but not least, the accessories page. So again, for $275, we have the definitive version of Boba Fett in his own series. And they just... I don't know. The quarter scale, we have that definitive look for Boba Fett, and we received a portrait with that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like this was the moment. This was the time to shine right here. They could have given us that final look to Boba. We could have received that final portrait as well, and they chose not to. We have the thrusters. It's interesting that obviously the rocket should be able to detach, right? Interesting that they didn't even give us the blasting effect for that rocket. Wow. We don't get fists, we don't get the portrait, we don't get the blast off for the rocket. Wow. What 2-7? Come on, y'all. What we doing, man? Like, what? This is like the final version of Boba. What, like, you had all of this room to like play, and this is $275. Is it worth it? What do we have? We have at least 4 or 5 versions of Boba Fett on the market right now, and 2 of those come with a portrait, and this one just did not. Come on, that would have looked really good if we have a portrait to Tamora Morrison's likeness staring straight at us. Come on. $275, y'all. I have the one with with Boba Fett on the throne. I have robed Boba. So what is that? That's 5. Little over $350, I believe, for the other one. For $275 for this one, you really just have to love the definitive appearance of Boba. And I do. I really love this appearance of Boba. It looks really freaking good. But for $275 and no portrait, this one's honestly tough. Even right now, I'm on the fence. I don't have this pre-ordered. It's hard to justify $275 for me personally. I can't say that it's not worth it, but I also can't say that it is worth it, because if you pick this up, let's go ahead and say, okay, you picked this up, now what? Well, congratulations, first off. Second, you're gonna have to find someone to create a custom portrait for this figure, or you're gonna have to go to the secondary market for an official Hot Toys portrait, and that's gonna run you about what, 80 to 100 bucks? So you're looking at $375, not including shipping taxes on both items. That's a little tough, y'all. Now, unless of course, let's say maybe you don't like your robed Boba, you want to put that portrait on this one. It's not going to be accurate, which is unfortunate, but maybe you want to go ahead and put the throne version of Boba on this particular figure. It's not going to be 100% accurate either, because he's a little bit more healed up at this point. So what do? I'm 50-50 on this one, y'all. I can't tell you that it's worth it, and I can't tell you that it isn't. I think this is a first right now for the channel. This is I'm in the air on this one. Let me know what you all think. Share your thoughts with me down below. Do you think it's worth it? Do you feel the same way? Is it kind of like, yeah, but then no, but then kinda? Let us know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Jonathan with Boston Collectors, and thank you so much for watching.